Okay, so today, a little bit different than my previous videos. I kind of want to give you a little bit of background into something that's happening fresh today. Um, I decided to, I don't know, I've had creative ideas for quite a while and I just kind of sit on them because I'm busy and I've got a lot of things going on. Today I said, you know what, I've got nothing going on. I'm going to sit down and just enjoy all this equipment and stuff that I've had for 20 some years in the studio that I built and spent all this time on, and I want to kind of use it for my own stuff. So, kind of came up with a little piece that I was goofing around with. I'm going to play this for you real quick. Um, Sometimes I get ideas on guitar. Other times I get more ideas vocally, like with lyrics. That's kind of rare, but it happens. And then other times I'll pick up a bass and I'll just start goofing around the bass, and I'll come up with something that I kind of dig. And it, whenever I do something on guitar or bass, they always tend to sound a little bit different from each other, different styles. But it's easy to, work with it, obviously, because it was me, myself, and I. We get along real well. So I'm going to give you a quick snippet of this. Um, it's it's in the very rough original phases of this. So I'll give you a little bit of this. Okay, so that was the original idea. That's all I had. I kind of goofed around a couple of different things with it, and then um, being in the studio and having all this stuff, I obviously I have the ability to just continue building on it with guitars or a keyboard, which I don't play. So stuff like that. So now I added a electric guitar part um, that I thought came out pretty good. So that gives you an idea of where this is all going, right? So as I was playing around with it and goofing around with it, I started to hear a song forming in it. It wasn't just kind of some jam that I was coming up. I started to hear some things. But sometimes for me, the creative process, it's a little, without having others around and being able to bounce off ideas, sometimes I tend to get stuck on where I'm going to go with it. And something like this, I'm hearing vocals. I can tell that there's vocals to it. There's a song brewing here. Um, so what I tend to do is I tend to bring out a electric guitar, solo guitar, and just have fun with it. I just goof around with it. You know, I'm not trying to be specific in any way. I'm just playing whatever I hear, whatever comes up. And so I'll give you an idea. I'll do some playing right here. Basically what I'm doing guitar-wise is just trying to, it helps me to figure out where a vocal line is going to be. It's kind of like singing only with a guitar. So I'm going to goof around with this real quick and give you an idea of how the creative process goes. So that's kind of what I do. I just goof around, I'll throw guitar stuff on it. And sometimes I hear, playing guitar that way helps me to put vocals to a song because I can see where the melody's going or the counterpoint to the guitar track is going. And it's just really cool. There's some things about this song, about this music that I'm putting together I'm liking, and there's some things that I don't like. Sometimes it's the repetitiveness. Most of the time that's what it is. The repetitiveness gets to me. But there were some chord changes and things that I did that I'm like, maybe I should do that twice and then go back to this and then put that twice. And that's the beauty of having digital editing. You can take sections of a song and move them around, and then when you finally get it to where you think that's a good idea, then I can re-record it as one complete idea all the way through, doing it normally as opposed to digital trickery and I just copy and pasted this here and did that. I'm kind of old school like that. I prefer to just play it and do it. Use technology when you have to, I guess, but so this is a song. I have no idea what it's going to be called. I have no idea about lyrics or anything, but this is something fresh, very fresh, happening today, and I thought I'd share it with you and give you some thoughts on that. Let me know what you think. We'll see where this goes, and we'll see. And a couple of quick things about my little studio here. I'm using this ancient, I don't know, 1825, no, just kidding. I'm using an old Alesis SR16, which is helping me with my drum tracks and just keep me going. I've got my Charvel that I'm using here. Got a Jackson as backup there, my Striper Jackson. Using my Tascam SX1s. I only have one of them on because I'm just kind of goofing with my own stuff. And my bass tracks are a Schecter 5-string from their Diamond series. Real excellent active pickups. And for guitar and bass preamps, for those of you who care, using a David Eden Navigator for bass preamp. And I'm using, yes, a Behringer V-Amp Pro rack mount for my guitar stuff, believe it or not. So that's what I have here in the studio, and we'll see how it turns out.